For this video tutorial, we are going to focus on using a 3D coordinate system. We will be completing the solid modeling portion of activity 2.1. Prior to beginning, we will open up our GeoGebra software, and we are going to go into a file and save as, and we will call this file solid modeling underscore our last name. Save your file. Now, like in the previous tutorial, we are going to be using not only the graphics window, but your 3D graphics as well. So we will go up to our view option and make sure we enable 3D graphics, and we can get rid of the algebra window for this assignment. Resize your windows for your liking, and remember you can orbit around to get a better view of each window. You will want to make sure that you enable the grid in both the graphics and the 3D graphics window. Now for this assignment, we are going to create one of our puzzle cube parts that we had modeled previous in this lesson. We will make each cube a coordinate of 1 by 1 by 1 for each cube. From there, we will add additional cubes to make our puzzle cube part. We will start in our graphics window by creating a base using the regular polygon tool. Remember, your toolbar will change depending on which window you are in. So make sure you click in your graphics window prior to drawing your polygon. Select your polygon, regular polygon, choose a color, change the opacity to solid, and click the drop-down window. From there, we will start at our origin of 0, 0. We will go to 1, 0, and we will add a vertice of 4. This will give us our base to our puzzle cube part. From here, we will want to move over to our 3D graphics window. So I will select the move tool and then click in the 3D graphics window to change my toolbar at the top. From here, we will want to find that pyramid tool again, but instead of extruding to a pyramid, we will want to extrude to a prism or cylinder. After selecting your extrude to prism or cylinder, you will want to change the color, change the opacity to match, click the drop down, and we will select our polygon. We will give this an altitude of 1 to make a 1 by 1 by 1 cube. After you enter your altitude, you will want to make sure you select the move tool. This will lock your cube into place. From here, we can use the extrude to prism or cylinder to create the rest of our part. So by selecting the extrude to prism or cylinder, the color has already been changed. So we will now select an additional face. We will add an altitude of 1 and hit OK. And now we have 2 parts. Before moving on, you need to make sure that you always select move to set that coordinate in place. From there, we can go back, extrude to prism or cylinder, click an additional face, add an altitude of 1, and repeat those steps to make your puzzle cube part. Here, you can pick any additional face that you would like to extrude in order to get that altitude and get that part to come out. Don't forget, make sure you select that move tool prior to moving on. Altitude of 1, select move, and now we can add 1 to the top, and we have our puzzle cube part. Now, you will notice that you do have a couple options, which makes it hard to see. You do have all these little points. You do have all of your axis. You can play around with the tools by hiding your axis. You can hide your grid. You can take some of these options off to give you a little bit of a better viewing experience of your part. You can also hide your parts or your points or make it orbit by just left clicking and moving your mouse to the left. Now, if you want to hide all of your points, you can click on each point, hold Control, and click on additional points. And by doing that, you can then go up to your toolbar and change the colors to match the color of your shape or the thickness of each point. That will hide your points to give you a better viewing experience of what your puzzle cube part would look like. Now, prior to saving this, we can do a couple different things. One, we want to save that file to make sure we don't lose our work, but you also have the ability to export this file as a PNG file. So you have a graphics view of a PNG. It will ask you format, portable network graphics, or PNG. You can scale it if you would like, or you can save this, and we'll save this as a PNG file, and we can hit save. That will allow your students to be able to turn that in as a picture rather than in the actual GeoGebra software where you would have to open that file and import it in. This is your solid modeling using GeoGebra.